UFC 304, one of my favorite people, Paddy the Baddy. Before we get into the fight, I've always wanted to ask you this. I ask a lot of people this, but I got to know, I don't want to talk to the fighter right now. I want to talk to Paddy Pimblett, the man.
Yeah, man.
Paddy Pimblett, the person, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody asks about the fighter,
Yeah.
but I want to know how you're doing just as a man right now.
Lad, right now I am on top of the world. Like, after that, that's... Lad, just to all the people who've supported me and believed in me over the years, all my fans and my family and my team, like, that's just the proof's in the pudding there for them, know what I mean? Everything I do is for me family and me baby girls now, my wife, my team, my family, me mates, know what I mean? I do. And just to show people around the world that if you set your mind to something, you can do it, know what I mean? And like, I feel great. As I said in interviews earlier this week, about 5 or 6 weeks ago, I was feeling down, and a lot of people thought it was because of stuff on social media and stuff like that. It wasn't. It was more up here, know what I mean? There was stuff going on in my personal life, and luckily enough, I've got such a staple around me. Like, as I say, I've got my wife, I've got my kids, I've got my team, I've got my mates, I've got my family. Without them, I wouldn't be where I am today.
And listen, bro, I just want to thank you for being such a good example, bro, because, like, there's a lot of people out there that need people like you to look up to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, lad, as I say, I don't feel like I'm doing anything extraordinary, lad. I'm just doing my bit, know what I mean? Anyone who's in my shoes, anyone who's got like a bit of a following, anything like that, they should be speaking on things what are important in the world, know what I mean? And at the minute, for me, there's not much more important, lad. There's so many people in the UK, men most especially, that are killing themselves, lad, and I feel like it's just something that needs to be spoke about. That's why I have on my gun shield, lad. Men speak up, you know what I mean? Because we don't talk enough. Like, back in the day, it was, men don't cry. Men shouldn't cry. We're men with bravado. No, you know what I mean? I cry all the time, lad. I cry watching YouTube videos, lad. You know what I mean? I cry watching films, cry watching telly programmes. I cry all the time, lad. I was crying today because my sister sent me a picture of me and my nan and grandma who aren't here anymore. You know what I mean? I started crying when my sister sent me that. Like, being an emotional person's a good thing, I think, and some people will say it's not, but as I say, men just need to talk more, and there'll be so many less people killing themselves.
Now, we'll flip the script a little bit because, I mean, brother, shout out to Bobby Green for the Euphoria walkout. That Drake track was pretty hard, but I mean, it was no Paddy the Baddy walkout, right?
Lad, I always say it, my walkout is like no other. My walkout is special, lad. Without blowing my own trumpet, know what I mean? But, lad, no walkout compares to mine, lad, and I'll stand by that till the day I die. No walkout comes close to a Paddy the Baddy walkout.
No, I think we were talking about it. I think the last time Bobby Green was submitted, it was by like a toe hold or something crazy like that.
It was a toe hold about 12 years ago. No, he's never been submitted in the UFC, know what I mean? Even Islam Makhachev couldn't submit him. Islam Makhachev took him down and ground and pounded him because he couldn't get the submission. Like, I'll be honest, I'm proud of myself there. I am. I'm proud of myself. No one's ever done that to Bobby. And as I say, everyone was like all week, Paddy's going to have to shoot in. Paddy's not going to be able to stand with him. I've just stood with him, know what I mean? I haven't got a mark on my face. He was the one what shot in. Know what I mean? He tried to single leg me, and I submitted him off him trying to take me down. Say something.
And I know you called out Moicano. I think we got some other names out there. I think we got RDA in the top 15. We got Jalen Turner. So there are some names out there, brother. There are some names.
Yeah, there are some names. Renato beat Jalen, though. So, you know what I mean? And I've seen Dos Anjos say himself that he's moving up to welterweight. He's not fighting at lightweight anymore. So you never know. I could end up moving up higher than 15 in the rankings if RDA's moving up. I also have seen RDA tweet about me in the past, though. So if he wants his head punching in, I'll punch his head in. But as I say, I'm thinking Moicano more than likely.
Would you go for a beer with Bobby Green? I know he's probably got some things to deal with tonight.
Yeah, 100%. I've just said it to him then at the medical things. Like, hopefully we see each other at the hotel and we can have a little beer, we can smoke a little joint, and it's happy days, you know what I mean? As I say, when I got back in the cage and seen he was still unconscious, I had to go over and see if he was all right. Because at the end of the day, we're fighters, but we're human beings, you know what I mean? And I don't ever want to seriously injure someone in the cage. And when I felt his arm, like, it dislocated at least, you know what I mean? So I just hope his arm's okay, and he likes to be active, so hopefully he can fight again sooner rather than later.
Last thing, brother, you got a message for the rest of the division?
Keep sleeping on me, you know what I mean? Keep underestimating me, because that's what yous all do. Like, I think Bobby did it. Everyone underestimates me just because I look like a 14-year-old with long hair. Keep underestimating me, and I'm going to take your chin or your arm home with me.
Listen, I'm the OG with full send. That's White Boy Rick, right?
Yeah, Ventsy's been calling me White Boy Rick every time I get the cornrows.
Appreciate you, bro.